Gibbs, one of the better return men in the league, and as you can see, both teams huddled around the fallen Cleveland Brown. Coach Shermer out there, and
it's Ellerby who made the hit.
Wow. Roethlisberger from the pocket, middle of the field, incomplete. Personal foul. Oh, a flag does come in. Went to the head. Lewis Harris is going to be flagged for this on the hit on Antonio Brown, and it's going to put the Steelers in field goal range. Burfict was in there too.
Burfict is coming across the field. I saw it. I thought it was him.
Yeah, and I know that they both were in on the coverages at 55 or 37.
Personal foul, defense number 55. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Burfict in the end.
Definitely took the shot to the head. You could see it live. Marvin Lewis, before this drive started, was talking on the sideline the whole time, it seemed like, to Vontaze Burfict, and yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Brown is still down.
That's, of course, flagrant.
Out of control.
Out of control. It's going to be everything. That's going to be suspension, fine.
It was just a wild final couple of weeks. Second down and 10. Oh, what a hit. Look out. Brad Smith. My goodness. I'm not sure about.
Oh. He's the leading tackler, leading pass defender.
Reality set in. He dropped back down to his knees.
Well, what happened is he sees the hit coming, Jim, but he's grabbed from behind, and he was not able to protect himself the way he wanted to.
That's helmet to helmet, isn't it?
Well, you know, helmet to helmet's going to happen in the NFL. Yeah. It's not illegal. It's not a defenseless receiver who's in the air.
Come down low. That was vicious.
Yeah, Patrick Willis. We haven't said his name a lot today.
Good support from the San Francisco fan base here for Brad Smith, who's able to get up and walk off somehow.
Great young talent. Defensive coordinator has been with this franchise for 12 years. As Manning has Collie, and the ball's out. Collie took a vicious hit. He's still down, hasn't moved. Collie is just absolutely frozen on the field. It was a collision with Coleman and Hansen.
Flag was thrown, so.
Well, that's awful to look at.
The ruling on the field is the pass is incomplete. Unnecessary roughness, defense, contact to a defenseless receiver, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Peyton Manning just loves this kid.
2:23
He's
on the
down
game
on one
clock.
knee. Now up. Jeff Saturday looking in. Okay, the Eagles are over here, still reacting to this.
Well,
flag call.
Here it is. Nobody launches. Hit below the shoulder. It would be that call there.
I think
a defenseless player, helmet to helmet, would be the call, Jim.
But watch how violently Colley's head hits the ground.
Well, he's already out.
Right here. Is he already out?
He's out before he hits the ground. Watch his body right here. He's down. Kurt Coleman hit helmet to helmet. That's why the flag was thrown.
Peyton's coming over to him right now.
Means penalties. Tony, did you guys have a lot of penalties on those great defenses in Baltimore?
Yeah, we did. We did. I mean, I don't know if we'd led the league, but, you got to go after them. I mean, the cadences have changed since I played, and we had that great defenses. But, I mean, teams go into a game with 4, 5, 6 different cadences.
Well,
we didn't have
another one. That's one for Joyner where you wonder why.
Yeah.
There was no doubt about it that Bridgewater was going to slide, and Mike Zimmer is hot, and you can't blame him. He is really hot. And you know what? You can't blame him. This is a dirty play. 15 yards from the end of the run, automatic foul.
You see him starting his slide. You don't see Joyner totally pulling off. It's almost like at the end, he's trying to turn at the end, but it's too late. He's already launched. And when you see a quarterback going into the slide, everyone knows that's the universal pull off, and LaMarcus Joyner did not.
Would have a chance against the likes of Seattle.
Well, it's a competitive conference, which is good. A competitive division, but I'm more worried about the emotional state of this team right now, where they go forward in terms of what they've been in the past.
Well, let's see if he was over and had possession. No, incomplete. Kerry Rhodes breaks it up, and Bolden shaken up on the play. That's not good.
Or you don't want to see this late. You don't ever see this, but late in the game, in this circumstances, this is a coach's worst nightmare right now.
And Anquan told us yesterday that Kurt's so good about throwing the ball where he doesn't take these kind of shots, but this is hard to avoid here. Ooh, that's helmet to helmet by Eric Smith. That should have been flagged right there.
Yeah, that's going to bring about a fine, but which obviously is secondary here because he paid a price. And that's exactly why the head-to-head, not only for the receiver, but why the rules.
For the offensive line, they let Brandon Jenkins run free for a lost yardage play. Garcia looking back to the sideline to get the signals that are coming in. Third down, as we mentioned, they need the 16-yard line. Good protection out in the flat. Latimer loses the football. Picked up by Florida State on the far sideline. A block on the quarterback, and now he comes across field, and can he take it the distance? Kendall Smith finally stopped just inside the 30-yard line, and let's go back down the field. Latimer is down. Lattimore is down at the 20-yard line following the hit, and it was Greg Reed who was the man who came up and really hit him with a very hard hit. Perfectly timed hit. Watching it real time, not so sure that Reed did not duck his head, and we didn't have helmet to helmet on a defenseless player. Well, Marcus is sitting up now. Let's take another look at the play. Well, Reed read this perfectly. This defense for Florida State knows it's a great hit by Reed. That's just a wonderful, wonderful hit. He may have hit his shoulder. He may have hit the football with his head. Well, do you know the way he turned? Completely from that view, that when you watched it real time, it looked like it might have been illegal, but that was just perfectly timed, perfectly executed by Reed. I think we have another angle still of what happened. Yep, his right shoulder right on the ball.
It's not like Pat White didn't complete a lot of passes in college, but man, does he just need to get the monkey off his back and complete one in this game.
He's on the move. He's going to run it. And belted out of bounds at about the 25-yard line.
Pat White is hurt. He hasn't moved since he took that hit. Oh, he took a huge hit.
Ike Taylor came roaring up from his cornerback position.
Man, we just talked about Pat White being a small guy at 6 feet 190, but not afraid of contact. And watch this hit. Coming in from the right is going to be Ike Taylor. Helmet to helmet. And wow.
And everything has come to a stop on the far sideline.
Keep in mind, Pat White is a running back, and helmet to helmet hits are just part of tackling a ball carrier.
So Pat White's hands are moving. That's a good sign. Mike Tomlin giving his good wishes as Pat White is about to be taken off to the locker room. Okay.
Well, when there's an injury this serious, the color of your jersey doesn't matter anymore. It's one fraternity.
Ike Taylor, the man who applied the hit, giving him the final word.
Backing off the blitz, giving McCarron time, goes underneath, and he is smashed. Shazier lays out Bernard, and Shazier comes up with the football, whistles. Shazier takes it all the way to the goal line, but they have whistled the play dead, and meanwhile Bernard has barely moved.
Oh. He launched himself, used the top of his helmet, but Bernard has caught the ball, turned, so that's why no flag was thrown. Probably he caught it, was turning into a runner there. Jim, watch him as he turns. He's caught it.
Uh-oh. Look at that. Look at midfield here. Jeremy Hill's about to take on 4 Steelers. Stephon Tuitt's over there with his helmet off. So is Timmons and a couple others, and that had the potential to be a whole lot worse. As far as that breaking into something no one wanted to see. We bring in Mike Carey again.
Yeah.
Mike, should there have been a flag here?
This is the reason that they did not throw a flag. A receiver is no longer defenseless when he becomes a runner. He got 2 steps down, turned all the way upfield. They determined that that was not a defenseless receiver, just a very unfortunate hit.
He's been stretching the field. Jackson. There's a penalty. That's a defenseless player. Got there Robinson down as well. Man. I don't know how you take this out of the game of football. I don't know if there's anything you can do. They've implemented the rule. It's hard for the player. Thank goodness it looks like it's on the shoulder more than it was helmet to helmet.
23 defense. It's a defenseless receiver. 15-yard penalty. First down.
We've got to find a way. We've got to find a way in this game to help eliminate that play right there, and I don't know how you do it. They've done it through rule. You've got to talk to the players about the importance and the respect between each other.
I don't think either one of these players want to hurt each other. I don't think any of that was going on. They're just going so fast.